What's going on, everybody? I'm doing an audio recording rather than like an actual visual recording. Um, just because the book that I'm reviewing, it's a novella. It's not a short story or a novel. A novella is pretty much anything that's longer than a short story, but shorter than a novel. Um, but what attracted me first to this was that it was by one of my favorite Japanese artists, Yoshitaka Amano. If you actually go back and look through his like history, what he's done before and stuff, I first came across him from Final Fantasy, the game series. He used to do the background art for like the actual title, because there's like background images. But back in the day, he also, before Final Fantasy VII, used to do literally the full blown title art. Um, so that's how I first came across him. But I came across this. I've only read the second one. It's one of three. It's a novella. It's Electra and Wolverine, the Redeemer. Um, but it's pretty much like an art book with like text storyline and stuff. Um, it's not super long. I read it within a couple days, but I really don't have a whole lot of time on my hands, so I figured I'd pick up something small. And the reason I came across it was me and Sammy were watching some documentary on Netflix about like the gaming industry, pretty much like a history of video games, um, from day one till current. And basically, it got into Yoshitaka Amano, and I was like, oh, I love him. I was like, he did all the artwork for like the Final Fantasy covers back in the day, and um, I actually have an art book of him, and I gave it like went downstairs and got it out of my comic book chest and showed it to her and stuff, and I was like, man, I've been wanting to read this for like years. Every now and then, I'm always so busy that I pick it up and I'm like, I need to like sit down and read it. Like it won't take long to read it, and it really didn't. Um, the storyline is really good. There's a lot of action, but I'd say it's about 50-50 action and like 50-50 like just peaceful moments, soft moments. Um, I don't know. It's really good. It's basically like about Wolverine and Elektra, and Elektra is she kidnapped this girl because I don't know. It gets crazy. I don't want to spoil anything, but she kidnaps a girl, and Wolverine's supposed to be protecting the girl, but Elektra and Wolverine, both of them, are not doing anything wrong. They're actually doing what they're doing for the greater good. And the girl wants to become like a ninja and stuff and learn from Elektra. Um, but I don't know. I'm going to display like the actual artwork on here. If you're busy like me and you don't really have the time to like read like a super long book, it's good for that. Um, let's see, like and it doesn't get like one thing that's turned me off over the years about the whole Superman thing is like men running around in tights and stuff, and I actually bought it just because I like the artist himself, and the artwork is beautiful. I'm gonna put it on display like a collage of all the different paintings and stuff. But it's light reading, something you can just kind of chill out on a day off and just read through it real quick and check out the artwork and actually be able to sit there and admire the artwork, you know. Um, Basically, let's see, the writer of it is Greg Rucka. Um, he wrote Whiteout, Melt, Detective Comics, and Atticus Kodiak novel series. Um, and then Yoshitaka Amano did Final Fantasy, like I said, this storyline. But that's what truly brought me to it. And I don't know. To me, I just find it funny. Like a lot of people, you know, they're like, "Oh, comic books and cartoons and stuff. That's all for kids." And it's like this is like a straight up novella, you know. Um, but I hope you all enjoyed the review. I give it personally, I give it honestly a 10 out of 10. I knew exactly what I was getting into reading it. It's a short read. The artwork is beautiful, and I'll put it on display so you can kind of see his style. It's very very sharp, very intricate, um, but all the characters are very pale. I don't know. It's one of my weird kinks, you know. I like pale skin, but hope you all enjoy.